guys please welcome Tony Kordenbrock!
How's everybody doing tonight? My night's just filled with irony. That was my stage name back when I did porn. Wild. Had a weird day all around. Went to Taco Bell this morning. I pulled in a drive-thru, and the guy says, "Hi, welcome to Taco Bell. Would you like to try our new quesarito?" "No, thanks. I think I'd like to have a large number 2. He says, "Can you be more specific, sir?" Everything at Taco Bell is going to give you a large number 2. Pretty much everything there. Yeah. Crazy. I can't go anywhere. I was shopping. I was up at the customer service desk, and this guy's up in front, and he says, "Hey, do you know where they keep those cases for your cell phone on your belt?" And the lady says, "Yeah, do you see the aisle labeled tools? Right down there." He's like, "You keep it with the tools?" "No, that's just where tools shop." Yeah. The next guy was like, "Turtlenecks, fruits?" What about Harley Davidson stuff? You got anything like that? You're going to have to go to Dick's for that. Yeah. I was out in front of a McDonald's. This girl comes up to me. She's like, "Excuse me, sir. Would you like a blowjob for $20? I'm like, "Are you kidding me? We're in the middle of a busy McDonald's parking lot in broad daylight. Of course I want a blowjob for $20. Yeah. "Sorry, honey, I'm married. I just don't have $20. But I got these coupons here for free McDonald's. You can make a deal or something." Yeah. Well, we decided to go into McDonald's and get something to eat. And she told me her whole life story. It was crazy. See, she used to be an attorney making like 6 figures a year. Lost everything. She got hooked on drugs. That's when it dawned on me. I'm like, wait a minute. My best friend works right down the street at the drug rehabilitation center. Maybe he'll give me $20. My wife literally hates that joke. But that's how we met. So that's the story of our love. It's just how it goes. You get married, and there's just things people don't tell you before you get married, Like, for instance, sleeping arrangements. It's so weird to me. Like, when I was single, on my bed, I had a sheet, a blanket, and a pillow. I didn't even have a pillowcase, Now that I'm married, bed skirt, mattress pad, mattress cover, fitted sheet, which I used to think was called a mattress cover, unfitted sheet, 4 blankets, and a comforter in a duvet cover. And I don't know, 7,000 pillows. Yeah, I got a dry erase board next to the bed so I can mathematically figure out what layer I'm going to sleep in, Yeah. They will tell you you're not going to have sex once you're married. They will. Yeah, can't freaking find her. I'm up on layer 11, she's clear down on 4, I might reach in and kind of feel a boob or something. There's no actual skin contact, It's wild. They don't tell you about the hygiene differences. It's crazy. I still remember my first shower with my wife. Still. I reached up and I grabbed my washcloth. She says, "Babe, didn't you use that washcloth yesterday?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah. Must have forgot to change it out." I didn't tell her. I've been using this washcloth since I was like 16. I gotta get it wet just to bend it. I don't know what color this thing was when my mom bought it for me. But I certainly wasn't dingy brown. Like, he was like, You know, I think I'm going to buy this dingy brown one that looks like it's been rubbing balls for 20 years. It's definitely the washcloth I want. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, and you know what? The shower continues, and I got water running down my back. I gotta go to the bathroom. I know she's gonna freak out, so I waited. Finally, her hair's all lathered up, her eyes are shut. She freaking caught me. Right as I was mashing it down the drain. It was so embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Oh. They just can't. Love to relive those moments. Yeah. Everybody tells you to buy a house when you get married. See, what they fail to mention is that when you buy a house with shitty neighbors, well, you just bought yourself a shitty house. That's exactly how it works. Now, see, I got one set of neighbors I like. I got a lesbian couple that lives on one side. And every guy asks me the same question. They're all like, are they hot? Are they hot? I'll tell you this, one of them works at the strip club. I've been trying to get my wife to let me go down there and check her out, you know, see her do her thing. I heard she's the best bouncer they ever had down there. So yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I got my other neighbor's an ass, man. He's the guy that calls the cops on everybody. Like, he called the cops on me because I got a car out in the street in front of his house. And he comes out like a hard ass, like, hey, Tony, so when are you going to move your freaking car? And I'm like, hold on, dude, let me go get my keys. He thinks I'm going to move it. Yeah. I'm not moving that freaking, the thing don't even have wheels on it. It's ridiculous if he thinks I'm going to move that car. And the funny thing is, he waged war this spring against dandelions, which I think is hilarious because I allied with the dandelions. I've got them in my yard, they're like this tall. Like, I didn't even know they got that big. I mean, the things, I get a stiff breeze in my yard, you can't see any neighbors to my east. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're so tall you can't even see my flamingos. It's all ridiculous, yeah. It's crazy, man. And he's out there with Scott's turf builder, weed be gone, everything trying to kill these things. And I'm sneaking out in the middle of the night on the property line like, he's just throwing his hand, he don't know what the hell to do with these things. And the funny part was I wasn't home for this, but he comes over to my wife, she's standing out in the front yard. He comes over and says, hey, I've got some coupons for dandelion killer, right? And she's standing in dandelion, she's shorter than me, so these things are like a mouth level to her. She's like, no, we don't need any dandelion killer. But if you've got asshole neighbor killer, man, we'd love to borrow that. Please. We could use a ton of it. Yeah. Kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm getting older. I'm turning into a grouchy driver. Any other grouchy drivers in the house? You see it all when you're driving, don't you? You see it all. I was looking off the side of the road one day, and I was on my way to Hollywood Casino. And I see this guy. He's beating the crap out of this lady. So I stopped. I'm like, hey! Do you know how to get to Hollywood Casino? This GPS is acting up. Guys, I really don't have time to do this, but I'm going to kind of get real with you for a second. I'm serious. No, guys, we got to be careful on these highways. One little slip up, you know, and you can get seriously hurt or even killed. The other day, I saw a smart car get completely demolished. Ran directly into a road cone. It was crazy. Almost knocked the road cone over on its side. It was crazy. The fire department came, had to cut the guy out of there. Almost broke their scissors. It was nuts. Thank God the guy didn't get hurt. It's a good thing his airbag went off. That's all I'm saying. It's a good thing. Yeah, and everybody knows there's nothing more dangerous on the road than these handicapped drivers. I hurt a lot of people's feelings when I say that, but come on, man. Only thing wrong with 90% of these people is their ability to drive. Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous. You know, it's no secret they're bad drivers. Why do you think Walmart gives them those big-ass parking spots? You pull up to that, you can play football in that parking spot. They got the handicap logo right at the 50-yard line. You know, you can really put a game together. Yeah, see, it wouldn't matter. You give them a parking spot the size of America, and they'd still have like 2 wheels hanging off in the Atlantic. Ridiculous. They're terrible drivers, and I think the tag is really just a government warning system. A few tweaks and it would really work. You know, for one, maybe change the logo. Make the wheelchair kind of collide with someone or something. You know, that would, you know, so people know. Because handicapped people are like vampires. Seriously, you get bit by a vampire, you become a vampire. When you get hit by a handicapped person, you become a handicapped person. They're spreading their empire. Eventually, it's just going to be everybody's handicap with a blue tag hindering their view. Yeah, Walmart parking lot will be the same size. It'll be 5 spots. Ridiculous, man. Absolutely crazy. The government's not focused on that. They don't care. They're all focused on texting and driving, which I'm a huge advocate for. I stand against texting and driving. That shit is absolutely dangerous. It's insane, man. The other day I got cut off by some chick texting and driving, and I was pissed. Because I slammed on my brakes, and a tomato falls out of my Taco Supreme and lands right in my beer. I spilled my beer on my tablet, sending the email that I was in the middle of. So I had to retype my email, then I realized my GPS is unplugged. Then I had to retype the address in there, and everybody knows that's the most inaccurate touchscreen you've ever used in the world. I didn't even hit the L. Why are you doing an L? Then I finally get that in there, and I realized I just missed the whole turtle scene in Finding Nemo. I gotta rewind the damn DVD. Oh, it was such a drag. I had to relight my joint just to calm down. I'm like, hold on, man. I swear to God, if I'd have had my shoes on, I would have beat that bitch's ass. I pulled up beside her like, hey, fuck you. Where'd she learn to drive? Hey, it was just insane. The government is focused on that right now. And the only thing I'm worried about is that maybe the government's not going to stop there. You know, like, what about, like, they're going to make everything. What about nose picking and driving? I think that's coming to a theater near you guys, you know? I think that's coming. Because you know there's been nose picking and driving accidents. You know, you're in there for one of the real deep ones, pulling on a hair, bam, guardrail. I can see that. Those are the accidents you never hear about. Like, they don't even make sense. Dude, how did you wreck your Camaro? Well, lost control, dude. Yeah, but how'd you get a bloody nose and a broken finger? They just don't add up, Steve. Yeah, can you see the commercials? Can you see these things? This is the booger I was picking. I lost control of my vehicle. I mean, was I really ready to flick my whole life out the window? Cops are cracking down on nose picking and driving. And our officers are trained to see you before you see them. So the next time you think you might pick a winner, think again. Know the law. Pick it, flick it, then tick it. Brought to you by the Department of Motor Vehicles. You guys have been fantastic. I appreciate it. That's going to be my time.